Hey, this is Tara. I'm one of the co-founding partners at GoGlobal, where we work with early stage tech startups to expand internationally. And I am starting this series, which I'm calling right now A Day in the GoGlobal Life, because the future is created in conversation. And my GoGlobal partner, Esther Talu, and I have dozens of conversations a week with startups, with investors, with strategic partners, with a variety of organizations. And we learn so much in these conversations. And so I wanted to give you the benefit of what we're learning in these conversations too, so that you can take away your own learnings and use them to build your global startup. So if this is something that's helpful to you, I encourage you to subscribe to the Go Global YouTube channel here. And also, if this post is helpful to you, if this video is helpful to you, then also like this video. And if you think someone else can benefit from what I'm sharing here, please also share this video with them. So with that, I'm going to give you 3 things that came up in the conversations that I had today. So the first, this comes from a dear friend of mine, and he was in a meeting, and the meeting that he was in was with a very, very high director at a space agency. So, I mean, we're talking high, we're talking, stratosphere. And so this was the advice. Think big, act small, go fast. So I really like this advice because it is a big vision. And when you have a big vision, you can create more excitement, more enthusiasm, bring on more partnerships, bring on more groups, more support. With a big vision, you can have bigger impact. So think big, act small. So it means take a step right away. Don't get bogged down by the big vision that you can't take action right away. So act small and move quickly. So the more quickly you can take these small steps toward a big goal, the more momentum you're going to build. Actually, the faster progress you will make. So I really like this. It's very practical. So I would be curious to hear what's your takeaway from this advice? Think big, act small, move quickly, right? Think big, act small, go fast. What's your takeaway? How could you implement this advice? What has happened when you thought small, acted big, and went slowly? So throwing that one out there. The next takeaway I got from our conversations today was so one of the things that Go Global does is we help startups get investor ready, and then we put them in front of our investor network. So we have a global investor network of over 200 investors. These are private investors, these are venture capital funds, these are accelerator programs. So we put our startups in front of investors, and before we do that, we help them get investor ready. So we help them prepare their materials, we help them figure out what they're going to say, how they're going to communicate their value proposition. So we have a lot of conversations with investors, and oftentimes an investor is not interested in a particular startup, or they're not interested in the startup at this time. So it might not be the right time for them to come in. But what we try to do at Go Global, one of our values that we add, is we get the feedback from the investor. Why aren't they interested in this startup now? What do they need to get interested? What are the risks that they see? What are the red flags? What are the opportunities that they see? So we take this information from the investor and we give it to our startup, and then we work with them on their strategy, how to incorporate this advice, how to take away the value from this feedback from the investor, build it into their business strategy, and then use that in our next conversation with the investor. So my takeaway and advice for you here is even if an investor isn't interested, listen to what they have to say. Take it in without being defensive. Do not take it as criticism. Take it in as gold nuggets that you can use to make your business case stronger, show yourself as a stronger opportunity. And we, then can use that to go back to the same investor, take it to another investor, bring together co-investing opportunities. So use investor feedback like this. And my last kind of takeaway for you today, or last nugget I got out of the day in the Go Global Life, is to create partnerships. So there are lots of things that Esra and I are doing in Go Global that is our value. But there are lots of things we see that other people can do better. So we've been forging lots of partnerships to help increase our reach and fill in the gaps of the things that we cannot do. So for you, where can you build partnerships with other organizations, with other teams, with other experts that can help you grow bigger, increase your reach, fill in the gaps, cover up your weaknesses? And when I say cover up, I don't encourage you to strengthen your weaknesses. I encourage you to outsource the things that you're weak at. So where can you bring in partnerships? This is really going to help you grow. And so with that, think big, act small, go fast. Number one. Number two, take investor feedback as an investment in your business. Use it to build, use it to pivot, use it to strengthen your case. And number three, create partnerships. So at this point, I would love to hear from you. What did you take away from a day in the Go Global Life? These things that I just shared with you now. How are you creating the future in conversation? And if there's anything else you want to hear from Go Global, please share in the comments below, and I will try to prepare another video for you on this topic. I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please subscribe, like this post, and share it with a friend. And you can learn more about Go Global in the description for this video. And I will see you tomorrow in the next video.